Welcome back, everyone, to Z Kakarot, the DLC. Don't know why I did that, but I thought it worked. But today, you're probably wondering, why are we in Trunks? We already beat Trunks. I'm gonna let that slide.
No, you're not. You're gonna hold over my head.
At least not in this video. But that's right, you'd be thinking. Because I gotta go along with my thing.
You had a DBZA moment of, it doesn't bother me, it doesn't bother me, it bothers me! It
is time for Bardock.
Also, spoiler of the next two DLCs.
Well, if they're fans of the game, they should have known. And if you didn't, well, here's before DBZ. Here's the end of DBZ.
And yet. And essentially the beginning of GT.
Yeah.
Because literally it sets up GT.
Okay.
Quite well.
And I would like to say that technically this is...
Ouch.
You know what? I'm going to jump into this and then I will do my thing. This was the original story for Bardock. And again, this person is not a hero. This person is not a good guy. Bardock is not a good person.
Never was.
No.
That's because none of the Saiyan race really was.
No, and personally, I still think they'd be doing their thing even if they didn't have Frieza down their throat.
It's honestly kind of not their fault that they're bad people. They're just born with the urge to fight. Doesn't matter who, doesn't matter where, doesn't matter why.
Yeah, except Goku got a reset.
They have this burning urge to fight. That seems to be a thing with any Saiyan, no matter where, who, or what.
Yeah, well, thanks to being a baby and a rock to the head, Goku got a reset.
Hey, Goku.
Nope, Kakarot.
That's what I said.
No, because this is before the bump on the head, so no. That's Kakarot, not Goku.
Same person.
Shut up. We're not talking semantics.
Yes, we are.
But, again, so yeah. This whole entire story is about a man who doesn't give a shit about killing people, just trying to save his race. And that's it.
That actually does make him a good person.
Not really.
In the end,
yeah, he's trying to save his race, but that's about it. That's the only good thing. The motherfucker doesn't even care about Raditz and Kakarot, and we don't even know about their mother.
Yeah, in the end, he has a change of heart, essentially, that turns him into a good person of, hey, these are my people. I don't want them to fucking die.
And
I care about some of them. It may not be a full-fledged 180, but it's at least a 90-degree turn.
I will take that at least.
Like, he doesn't become a full good guy, but at least he's not full on, hey, who am I fighting next?
Yeah. And they don't even get us started on the episode of Bardock shit.
I really wish that was like
first of all,
side quests in this.
I guess.
And it was just like some baby Saiyan story of Bardock. He's just like, kid, I don't know who you are, but that was a horrible story. You know?
Does it throw you like straight? Yeah, no. It has been like some freaking time since I've done this DLC. Like, God, it might have been a year ago now. But it also depends on your canonicity, because technically, even before Super came out, Toriyama had put out Dragon Ball Minus, which was basically a retelling of the Bardock stuff, and it actually introduced us to Goku's mother, Gine, which you actually do get to see at the beginning of the Super Broly movie, which kind of makes Dragon Ball Minus canon to Super, but considering I've never seen the I haven't read the manga. I don't even know if Broly is in the manga.
Also, we've discussed before something that's cool.
What?
Is that literally everything we've ever seen that's been official Z, GT, Super, Heroes, the games, they're all technically canon. They're just different timelines. It's been kind of confirmed.
I guess so.
I forget how exactly, but somebody described it. It was basically the timeline that Super Trunks and Super... what's her name? Super Mai and Super Trunks. The timeline that
Mai and Trunks are from?
Once their timeline's fucked and like Whis or whoever offers them to take
them to a parallel timeline thing, yeah.
It's been stated somewhere that timeline that they get sent to is like a Xenoverse timeline or something. It's literally a timeline from some other canonicity of Dragon Ball.
Oh, what? And then afterwards, that's when Suprekai Time shows up to berate Trunks for his time travel shenanigans?
Honestly, it could be. I didn't even think of that. But, like, there's... It might not be the Xenoverse timeline. It might be some other timeline. But they get put in another timeline that's from some other canonicity. Like some game or some Heroes, maybe. It might have been the Heroes timeline. But they have confirmed that literally anything you see that's official Dragon Ball stuff,
yeah,
it's all canon. It's just different timelines. That's why even the movies, they're just different timelines.
Well, yeah, because I mean, Trunks' timeline's supposed to be the original.
So they already had the multiple timelines.
So the whole entire story of Z takes place in an alternative timeline.
And GT takes place in an alternative timeline from Super.
Yes!
From Super.
Well, depending on how Super ends.
No, there's no way that Super and GT are connected. You know why?
Why?
Because there's no way the motherfucker would stop using Super Saiyan God and Super Saiyan Blue to go Super Saiyan 4. There's no way. I don't care if his aura is still red like Super Saiyan God. No, fuck that shit.
I don't know, man. I mean, we haven't seen how Super ends because the manga's still going. There's words that the only reason why we're getting Dragon Ball Daimo or whatever the fuck this new show's coming out is so that way the animation studio has more time to work on like the next season of Super.
Which I thought it was that way they could have a Kid Goku model again.
I don't care. But
now there's a third short Goku. No, fifth short Goku model.
I will give this new Dragon Ball show 2 episodes. If it doesn't get me, I'm not watching the rest.
Show? I thought it was a movie.
No, it's a show.
I'll watch it.
No, I will give it 2 episodes. Although I did see a pretty funny little fan comic. And that, I don't even know if this is correct, because I think Gohan gets changed to 2.
He just ends up looking like Kid Gohan.
No, because in the comic, he gets untouched. And, like, again, Piccolo is about the size of, like, Kid Gohan. And he's like, Gohan, what are we going to do? We can't fight with our power levels like this. And Gohan's like, oh, I know what'll help with that. So he picks him up by the head. And is like,
dodge!
No, chucks him in a mountain. And Piccolo just said, I said I was sorry! Just a fucking reference to, like, when he chucked Kid Gohan.
From my understanding, and I don't know fully,
yeah,
it looks like everyone in the show is affected. It doesn't look like it's just specific people.
The fighters, yeah.
It looks like the entire world got affected, and everyone got shrunk down to this mini size.
They were turned back into kids. Which, the bad guy should be fucked if Gohan got hit, because that motherfucker should still have access to Super Saiyan 2.
swatting at the other cat.
Jesus Christ, how much of this is them sitting at a table?
About another 5 minutes.
Seriously, we're 1/3 done. And I've only had one fight. I haven't even gotten to the overworld map.
Well, you know, it's kind of the same in the movie.
I know.
They don't really do much with Bardock. They're just like, here's how badass he is. Okay, here's him with his friends. Here's some more time with his friends. Build some backstory to the world. Alright, here's him going to another planet. You know?
Yeah.
I don't want to say too much because I guess it'd be spoilers for the DLC.
Yeah. Let's try not to, at least when we're talking more in the DLC. I mean, we could definitely talk about the next two, considering they're actually canon. They're things that have actually happened.
I feel like Super's trying to overwrite the end of Z.
Well, Dragon Ball Z set it up to where there was a 10-year gap between the defeating of Kid Buu and the very last tournament. So there's Super is like supposedly supposed to take place within those 10 years.
Yeah, but think about everything that's happened. From the Trunks saga to the fucking Beerus showing up to
the Beerus, to finding about other universes, to
fighting
go
other
through
universe.
Black, a universal destruction tournament.
Super Dragon Ball.
Granola, the goat guy that I forget his name. Yeah, Black Frieza.
Yeah, they left a while ago.
All this is supposed to happen in that 10-year gap.
Leaving me behind.
This is like within like 2 years.
You know that?
Does that make sense to you?
No.
No need. Tora's already covered it.
No.
Also, Pan was born, and she went from a baby to like being in school. And I'm pretty sure
a toddler, so
I'm pretty sure in one movie. You shut up, phone. I'm pretty sure in
Sorry.
I'm pretty sure in one movie she was just a little baby, and by the end of the movie they teased and showed her like flying around because they were talking about like maybe teaching her to fly one day when she's old enough.
No,
and then
she flies as a baby.
And then it's showing, oh hey, she flies as a baby.
Yeah, that's a thing in Super. Like, literally, she busts out of a spaceship like almost in space and then zooms back down to Earth.
Mm-hmm. So showing that she had that same strength.
Yeah, and that was like right after the Universe 6 tournament too, because Goku couldn't use his ki properly after that fight.
But you got that, where she's literally just a baby with not a lot of hair, to, hey, Dragon Ball superhero, where she's a kid in school.
Some say the thing's mutated and went rogue.
My only guess is that maybe the more mixture of human blood to Saiyan blood is like a better concentration.
Good rumors, I guess.
That's not
It
going to
would
affect
be
her
my
aging.
only guess.
It's not going to affect her aging.
I wasn't talking about the aging. I'm talking about like the other shit she can do.
I'm talking about the aging. Because that's like, I don't know.
I don't know, how the fuck do you find it weird for like so many years Trunks and Goten weren't touched until Superhero, where they actually get to be teens?
How is she supposed to be like maybe 2-3 years old there?
I don't know. Apparently,
And then at the end of Z, she's still like 5 or something.
I don't know. Apparently there's been a bit of time skipping considering when it comes to the anime timeline, because again, we don't touch the manga, because once again, we haven't read it. I feel like I need to clarify, because there's some people out there that aren't going to fucking get shit right, and if some people come back to watch this, then they're going to fucking chew us up in the comments. Right at the end of Super Broly, Broly ends up back on Vampa with Chile and Lepo? I forget the guy's name, don't chew me out for that. But, I nearly thought that just said Kansas and not Kanassa.
We're going to call it Kansas. You need to go to Kansas.
Shut up. Seriously! This is the 4th DLC! Stop telling me shit you already told me in the first thing! Should we do all the sub-stories?
We can do a couple. The ones that actually feel like they have story. Not the fishing one.
I don't know which is the fishing one.
I'm pretty sure the one you're going to, actually. You go here, they're going to say, hey, go fishing.
If I had one complaint on the last
We're already here.
hopefully.
I tried to stop you before
I
you went
know!
there.
Just...
That's not a good
But
excuse.
again, it was like on Vampa, and they barely trusted Goku. Shut up. And then, oh, we get the superhero, and Broly is on Beerus' planet training with Vegeta. So apparently some time has passed. I don't think it says how much.
Well, also at the end of the Broly movie, Goku like fucking instant transmissions to them. It's like, hey,
To them, and it was like, hey, here's some stuff to help out. And it was like, why the fuck should we trust you? You just tried to kill Broly. And it was like,
I like fighting.
that was Gogeta.
I like fighting. Have some sense in it. Goku, you learned your lesson once. Not again. It's Cell all over.
He's only done that once, although it wasn't. That is some bullshit.
Fine then.
But again, it was all according to his plan, and just whatever. I don't feel like filling in the Goku's a bad dad joke.
He's not a bad dad. He's just
Morsels good as
not a good one. You know.
Yeah.
Then again, he might be the best that he can be.
And then there's a lot of people out there that would say Chi-Chi's a bad mom.
Honestly, she's
I say way over. I don't think she's a bad mom, but
a little overprotective. Not way. Because it makes sense. You don't want your kid to go fight in danger, no matter how strong they are. You don't want there to be potential that they'll die.
I know you
Even
don't
if you do
want your
have
kid
Dragon
to
Balls.
die. I get that. But I don't know. It's like sometimes it's like you're told like they're the only ones that can do this, and yet you still bitch out about it. I don't know. Again, I'm not going to fulfill that stereotype with Chi-Chi. And we've already had this big ass conversation on a podcast way back in the day.
The reason why Goku's seen as a bad dad.
I don't want to bring up the podcast.
The reason why Goku is seen as a bad dad is
Because he spent half his time either dead or training.
But even before that, look at his childhood. Look how he learned to survive as a kid. Where he literally hunts for his own food, never went to school. This motherfucker basically doesn't know much about the world. He doesn't know how people are supposed to act.
Yeah, he was basically just a little monkey man.
So whenever he has his own kid, he just treats his own kid like how he was treated. Because he figures that's normal. Which, honestly, it wasn't. And it was a little fucked.
Yeah, I guess.
Like, Grandpa Gohan should have had, like, relatives or something that he should have, like, here, Goku, I know you like to adventure. Go find them. That was my best Grandpa Gohan impression.
Not bad.
I've never tried before.
Well, personally, I think it's close to the voice they use for DBZA.
Yeah, I think that's what I was going off of, actually.
But,
Whee! Whee! Oh, no.
because again, I have watched some of the original Dragon Ball. I haven't watched it in its entirety. I did read it in its entirety, though. My high school actually had all the volumes for Dragon Ball, so
I never read any of it.
I did read all of it.
I don't even remember it, so I might not have seen it.
It was actually thanks to my high school I actually got into a few shoujo mangas. I don't read them now, though.
I just heard JoJo and my brain went somewhere and I don't want to say it.
No, you get to say it.
Bling blong bong bling bong bong bling bong bong bong.
No.
That's where my brain
That was
went.
Mashal.
I know, but that's where my brain went. I don't know why, don't ask it. I don't fucking know.
Piece of cake.
Do you see why I said not the fishing one?
Yeah.
I tried to warn you.
I just need one more.
That one?
No, the gold one. Well, the gold coloring one. I mean, it's not actually.
A top-notch catch.
But yeah, Goku's isn't necessarily a bad dad. He's just not a good one because he doesn't know better. Honestly, I'm wondering if that's how Grandpa Gohan raised him. Is how he raised Gohan, or tried to raise Gohan.
Maybe.
All right, Goku, now hit that dinosaur. What? Go on.
I don't know why, but my brain thought you were gonna say, "Now hit that nay."
Go on, Goku. Hit the nay.
I hate my life.
I hear it's really tasty.
There we go.
And then Goku's like, tasty? I'll go punch the shit out of it.
I'm gonna name you Clark.
Never mind.
I feel like an idiot because, like, for the first 2 times I watched that special,
You didn't get it was Kent.
I didn't fucking get it was a Superman joke.
You know why they made that joke?
Because people always compare Goku to Superman.
Because they have almost literally the same story. They're just different powers in different worlds. My home planet was destroyed and I was sent off of it as a baby. I managed to land on Earth. And now, I fight to protect it. Who am I talking about? I arrived in
the
space.
Sentry.
I arrived in a space pod.
The Sentry.
Also, I have unique black hair.
Okay, so no longer Shazam.
He didn't arrive on Earth.
No, I'm just naming Superman equivalents.
But that's literally... Superman has very unique black hair, doesn't he? It's not just like everyday fucking hair. He has that little fucking twirl in his hair.
Yeah, I guess. I mean, obviously being side Kryptonian and no Earth boy cut it.
But yeah. Goku and Superman have an extremely similar story. In fact, I wouldn't be surprised if Goku was not only taken from, what's his fucking name? I can't remember his fucking name. I like his character from the depictions I've seen.
I can't help you.
Monkey.
What?
Monkey.
Yeah, Sun Wukong.
Sun Wukong. I wouldn't be surprised if the way they made Goku was literally looking at Sun Wukong and spicing it up with some Superman. And they were like, perfect.
You do get that Dragon Ball is a twist on the Journey to the West tale, and Goku is Sun Wukong.
Yes, but I wouldn't be surprised if they sprinkled in some Superman to make it more their own. Because Superman was a comic by that time, at least.
Yeah, Superman definitely came out before that.
So, I wouldn't be surprised if they just literally fused the two stories and said, there you go, that's our hero. And you know, I'm pretty sure the Japanese version of Goku is not as heroic as the English version of Goku. The English version of Goku is all about, I must protect my people. I must fight to protect this and that. where I'm pretty sure Japanese
What the
Goku.
fuck am I working on? Sorry.
That one.
A loom thread.
You never gave him his fish.
No, I did. It said to follow the small neck. Okay, so I was right. It is. Oh, because that's just a random ass fucking saying.
With Vegeta hair. Anyways, back to what I was saying. What was I saying?
I don't remember.
God damn it.
The last thing I remember is Goku being some Wukong with a little bit of Goku mixed in.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if Toriyama was a big fan of Sun Wukong and wanted to redo the story himself. But then also, at the time, had been reading Superman, was like, this is pretty cool too.
Maybe it wouldn't be surprised. I mean, a lot of his influential things usually end up in there. It was like the guy had a sci-fi thing for a bit. Now we have Frieza. Oh, he's a fan of.
I thought you were talking about the little robot girl.
Back to the Future.
You know what I'm talking about?
Terminator. Now we have Arale.
I don't even know anything about her, just that she's super fucking strong.
Well, yeah, because she comes from his original first manga, Dr. Slump. And then they've actually crossed over twice now, thanks to Super. And she even shows up in that Dragon Ball Multiverse fan comic I told you about. The whole entire Dr. Slump world ends up being their own team.
What were you talking about before, though? Before I interrupted you with this talk of Rayleigh.
His influential things usually end up in there. It was like Back to the Future and Terminator. There's your Cell Saga. Oh, he watches Alien? Frieza. You cannot tell me, you cannot look at Frieza's third form and tell me that is not a xenomorph.
His boss starts making him mad. Boo.
I mean, again, that's why why we had Cell. I think we've told that one before, but I'll just...
No, don't reiterate. Don't.
Fine.
I will smack. I feel the urge coming off of you. Like an aura.
I mean, first, it was supposed to be...
There's like a menacing aura. But instead of menacing, it's gotta explain.
I just got the wrong idea.
Yeah, we're gonna have to end this here.
One more thing.
Sorry, just my knees are killing me after work today.
One more thing. The conversation, I remember it finally. English Goku. Like Goku over here.
Sean Shamel. Yeah?
Not the voice actor. The character itself.
Yeah.
English Goku is different from Japanese Goku. Because English Goku is all about saving the world, protecting his people, and whatnot.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure I heard this once, and I don't know if it's changed. Japanese Goku isn't about saving the world or protecting people. He's about, what's the next big fight I can do?
Well, that's also English Goku. I mean...
Yeah, but that was like Japanese Goku's only ambition. It wasn't about saving people. It was about, you're strong. I want to fight you. So basically, abridged Goku. And that seemed to be all that version of Goku was. But it probably changed at some point.
Maybe.
I mean, look at Kid Goku from Dragon Ball. He's all about fighting. And food.
Martial arts and fighting was all he really knew.
And food. Is that a type of cake?
Giving people the old pat.
It's not the type of cake that I was talking about.
Yeah, he's not patting that side of it.
We'll have to see you guys next video. Ow.
If you like this video, you know what you need to do. No, say it right, or else I'm not going to be able to catch that in editing.
I was gonna have you do the other half. That's
Oh.
why I whispered psychos.
That's still a bitch in editing.
Now, what's the plan?
Psychos!
Out.